One.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zach Pearson, and today I'm joined by Michael Dat Heel.
Recent death battle has me salty.
Well, we'll talk about it later, potentially. And of course, a one Dre Mayfield.
Greetings.
And of course, our returning guest, off duty for a limited time only, Special Edition Officer Sergeant Cops.
That was kind of funny. That one.
Anyways, okay, today is going to be a little bit different. Not because, as you all know, we're doing the whole podcast thing, pop culture references, but more along the lines of we're going to rate snitching from plausible to fuck up out of here. All right, so recently, or really just all throughout fucking this year, Capcom is having a serious leakage problem. Might want to go get some preparation H for that shit. Now, more recently, we've noticed that there have been rumors and rumblings as early as, I want to say last November, of Devil May Cry 5. But even beyond that, they're having issues with getting people to not snitch on their Street Fighter 5 leaks, which so far have been damn near accurate to a T. No, not all of them. I'm just going to say that now. Not all of them. But a fucking vast majority. Sorry. Thank you. So, really what we're going to do is we're going to just list off everything that's come up recently. By recently, I mean within the past 72 hours in regards to Devil May Cry 5, Soul Calibur 6, Pokemon on the Switch. Stop screaming, fanboys and fangirls. And, of course, Dragon Ball FighterZ Z. First, the quick shit. Devil May Cry 5, because it's my podcast and I like Devil May Cry 5. Fuck y'all. Devil May Cry 5 will be announced finally at the PlayStation Experience later this month or later next month. It will feature Dante, Virgil, and Nero as base playable characters. No secret. And even though we don't know anything else about it, that in and of itself is considered a bit of a leak because up until this point, we had no confirmation of anything whatsoever in regards to 5. So, assuming everyone here has at least experienced the joys of popping somebody in the air and floating them there with your handguns, how do you rate the, I want to say, reality or probability of this being accurate? Hill?
After playing some of Metal Gear Solid 5, I realized this creator likes to fuck with people. Well, not something a completely different person entirely.
No, he totally likes to fuck with people. He's just bad at it.
I don't know, just saying. I feel like he has something more original in mind, because I'll still go back to the point where I made. He could just have some splash screen saying, this is coming out in the future, and y'all can do whatever the fuck what you want your imaginations. So we can actually get some gameplay behind it. But I don't know. He might. But I still say it's not too high bullshit, but I'm still calling the bullshit on it.
Well, you wouldn't be wrong because it was mentioned that his exact wording was announcing a new project. However, that's a bit of a double entendre. Announcing a new project could just mean a brand new franchise. It could mean a new version of an old game he used to work on. Remember, before Devil May Cry, he was the man of Power Stone and rival schools. So it's not like he hasn't worked on other shit. But you know how these things go. When they start a project, they consider it a new project even if it's one of the old franchises. All right, Dre, how do you feel while I close my window?
I actually don't really think that this is accurate at all. And the only reason I'm saying is because Well, I'm just getting a strong feeling that since DMC Devil May Cry didn't do so well, um, they could try to fix the wrong, but then again, it would still be confusing. It would be like, oh, we played Devil May Cry 4. Now we play the reboot. As of now, after playing only one game of the reboot, no more rebooting.
They learned their lesson.
Have they?
It's Capcom. They don't learn their lesson until after they lose money. Case in point, Street Fighter versus Tekken.
Well, case in point, Dead Rising 4.
Damn.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but to a certain extent, it almost seems as if Dead Rising 4 could have been made into a different direction, or just put the doggone Mega Man suit into 3 and not 4. Or did they already do that?
Mega Man. Like Capcom even cares about that anymore.
Yeah. So much for their generosity. I mean, come on. A Devil May Cry. What was that?
You're fine. It's just a cap.
Okay. A Devil May Cry 5. It might seem possible, but now it's just more like, where's this story going? Can you even finish the story as of right now?
Technically, yes. But they would have to acknowledge their failures. But this is Capcom. When have they ever done that? Remember, Sakura is supposed to be basically 22, 23 in Street Fighter 4, but she's not somehow.
What?
Yeah,
So Sakura is still a teenage girl?
we don't know, but she wears the outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's just my take on it. I don't think this is true. Doesn't seem true. I'm not gonna buy it.
What about you, officer?
You've activated my bullshit card.
He's doing a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe this for even a minute.
Because
They gave us that really fucking crap reboot, and I don't think they're just gonna just abandon that.
Because
As was mentioned already, the man who made the games, he's a troll. Can't trust a troll, man.
okay, fair enough. I mean, he's an unintentional troll, but I can understand.
It might turn into a boy who cried wolf kind of situation where, oh, now he's telling the truth and no one believes him. But
That would be funny as hell. I'm a fan, and even I would think that would be funny as hell. Okay, well, guess that just leaves your boy. All right. All bullshit aside, I think it's real to an extent. There is confirmation of Lady being DLC for a new or recently released game. There are only two possible places that can happen. Devil May Cry 5, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity. That aside, What did I tell you about the actors and how they like to fuck with people? More specifically, Ruben Langdon, a.k.a. Devil May Cry 3 and 4 Dante, and Daniel Southworth, a.k.a. Devil May Cry 3 and 4 Virgil. They saw a Chinese MMO that everyone was saying was the new Devil May Cry game. They knew it wasn't the new Devil May Cry game. They fucking knew. But what did they do? They went and spread that rumor and gave people links without any explanation. Remember? So here's my thing about it. I think that he's not trolling anybody. He can't say shit. But everyone else has been talking about it because they've already been working on it. Remember, when it comes to motion capture, the actors are a little bit more involved because they use the company that Ruben Langdon helped make to do a lot of their motion capture shit. He's a third party though. Capcom doesn't actually own his company. So here's my thing. I think, and I quote myself, this is one of those times where you can honestly say it's hard to tell. Because if you stop and think about it, what does he gain by fucking with us? Nothing. He's a producer and or director for Capcom, but no one's seen high no hair of this motherfucker since 2013. No matter what he started making, let's be honest, we know that in some way, shape, or form, it's supposed to be announced fairly recently. However, because of the whole I call her Mary because I like that name, Lady DLC popping up, it's only going to go two places. She's not going to be in Street Fighter. We all know that. So it's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity or Devil May Cry 5. I say it's possible. Not a guarantee, but it's possible. Which I realize, based on talking to y'all, is an unpopular opinion.
How long was this article made? Was this made like last year?
No, this article is 3 days old.
Really? Mm-hmm. So, this PSX event, when did that happen?
It didn't happen. PlayStation Experience happens December, I believe, 7th through 9th. You guys can look this up if you want to get actual dates.
So, how are we supposed to find...
They can't hear you. You're on the other side of the mic.
I'm sorry.
No, I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if that's the case, then how are we supposed to find out more information on where to see the, PlayStation Experience? Do they show it?
Sony's just going to give it to us. Yeah. We just have to wait or get tickets.
Are they going to show it on cable or on...
Hell no. They will show it on the internet.
So
Not to mention, don't forget, you have a live broadcast option built into your PlayStation 4. So.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Second topic. Soul Calibur 6. Sorry, had to do it. Okay, so we kind of sort of knew this was coming because the idiot voice actor, one of them, snitched and thought the game was almost done back in June or July when they had finished recording shit. Because, he's an asshole like that. Snitches love snitching. All right, so currently there is obviously a belief that this is happening because there was a bullshit photoshopped 1 minute and 48 second trailer that was made for Devil May Cry, Soul Calibur earlier this year, stating that there will be an announcement in the future. But we weren't told what this announcement was. And we never actually found the fuck out. All we know is that they were supposed to be celebrating the 20th anniversary this year, which didn't fucking happen. Now, this article states that the main reasoning that we didn't get an announcement or a trailer is because they're unsure how to properly implement the dual fight system that they're trying to introduce in Soul Calibur 6. The way this is supposed to work is, and this isn't a direct quote, so I'm paraphrasing just so you know right now, style switching and weapon switching will be seamlessly incorporated into the natural combat. So let's say you're playing Jean-Qua, but you switch to a different type of fighting style instead of a stance like they normally do with some of the characters. Or they possibly pull out a secondary weapon to fight at the same time, or to just switch to the other weapon. This apparently was so complex that it led into some type of development hell. And that's why we didn't get in a trailer, because they didn't want to make a trailer that could possibly have something that they can't guarantee.
Smart.
Theoretically, if this is true. All right, officer, since you spoke. Real or fake, how you feel?
I say this one's real. Been quite a while since the last Soul Calibur.
Been a while since we had a Soul Calibur that didn't suck.
And we know it's been in development for a while, so yeah, I can believe this one.
There was also a rumor, and this is slightly off topic, if you can call it off topic, that the reason that they're even working on 6 is because Namco Bandai as a company, in their infinite random stupidity, didn't think that they could make a decent level of profit off of their original IPs, which is why they do more licensing shit. And the microtransaction version of Soul Calibur was to see if there was still profit available in the franchise. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could there not be profit? They know what they have. Well, see, here's the thing about companies, especially game companies. Not too many of them actually run by people that play fucking games. We all know this by now. So if you made 2 shit games and you refuse to patch the first one that you could have patched, and the second one is incomplete, and your developers and designers even say it's incomplete, and then you don't confirm if you're going to add or fix any of the shit, but you patch it, I can't say I blame them. Not to mention, they have Dragon Ball licensing, Naruto licensing, Bleach licensing. They've had... The only thing they don't have is My Hero Academia, but let's be honest, it's just going to happen. So, if you look at their 10-year portfolio, almost all of their high-profit shit was not their original IPs. So, I can understand that logic from a business standpoint. So, for me, I say... Because, I didn't say I was going next, but I am. For me, I say that it's entirely plausible. Because what was the point of canceling that microtransaction version if you were... Unless, you don't want 2 competing products. Oh, no, I know. That's why I'm texting them.
Felt better than either playing the remainder of Dragon.
Hill.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning.
Alright, I want this to be real. Because Soul Calibur 5 was the first console Soul Calibur game I could play with my family. And it was a better fighting game that we enjoyed over playing the same Naruto game, except we're going to add this now. And the same thing with Dragon Ball Z games are at the time.
I will say this. That's one of the things I've noticed with the Soul Calibur family. It has, even though the least amount of tournaments, it has some of the widest range of players. Like, it seems to be that one fighting game that's done what every other fighting game wishes they could do, which is find a universal audience where almost everybody feels like they can do something.
Didn't King of Fighters go through that?
No, they tried, but they failed. Most companies that try to make their universal, easily accessed fighting games usually end up fucking it up. The exceptions being Soul Calibur and fucking not Naruto. Soul Calibur, no, hell no. Soul Calibur and Smash Brothers.
They tried so hard and got so far.
But in the end,
it didn't even matter.
Nope, because Tekken 7 fucked it all up.
How did Tekken fuck it up?
Because their tutorial is fucking ass, and 90% of the important shit, genuine important shit that would need to be known or learned by somebody just coming in, they put in the loading screen. And you can't even go in archive and look at them at a later date. You just have to pray it comes up again on a loading screen. Should you be learning how to fight a fighting game on a loading screen? Or in a tutorial? Yeah. That tutorial is almost as bad as fucking Smash Brothers. Actually, no, I take that back. Smash Brothers training mode and tutorial is like one of the worst ones in history. Period. They haven't changed it at all. Their training mode is identical in every single fucking game. The only exception, they added the Smash Ball in the training room for the new game. But guess what? That doesn't fucking matter. That's like putting a Band-Aid over a cracked dam. What's that gonna do? But yeah, continue, Hill. Or was that it?
That was pretty much it. It has to be real because I will be able to enjoy a fighting game to me that felt fresh when I finally picked it up.
All right, officer. What about
Wait.
you? What's
I have
up?
a question, though.
Dre has a question, and he's far from the mic.
Sorry. Okay, the question is if and only if Soul Calibur 6 is real, are they going to go through the same phase that they did when Soul Calibur 2 came out? I mean, as far as guest characters.
Oh, that's a staple by now. Cause from Soul Calibur 2 to now, there's always a guest character.
So who's the guest character in Soul Calibur 5?
It's the auditory.
Huh. I could believe that, actually.
Yeah, we played the game. Shit.
I did.
Or maybe it's going to be Noctis.
You know what?
As I put on my troll face.
You know what? Fuck you. Okay?
We all know Noctis is in Tekken 7, so let's just leave that alone. Or we could just say that maybe Gladius.
Gladio.
Gladio is going to be in Soul Calibur 5.
Technically Gladiolus, but yeah, that would technically make sense because they already got half of his fighting style in the game. Bitch put up a troll image. Because he's a giant sword user, but he can actually swing his sword with one hand. Bitch, just put Cloud in. Cloud or Tifa. If they put Cloud or Tifa in that game, I'll buy it.
What the heck is that?
That's him being a troll. Bitch.
I don't know. Baldur from Bayonetta 2 would be pretty sick too.
Yeah, that would
He
actually.
would be broken as fuck and you know it.
Who isn't broken?
That's true. Like almost all the guest characters that have ever happened have been broken. None as broken as Link, but that's okay. I ain't mad.
What? Bullshit. Yoda was worse.
Nope. That being said, there is a rumor that besides Soul Calibur 2 being re-released as Virtual Console, that Link may make a reappearance as a guest character for the Switch version of Soul Calibur 6. I don't know how to feel about that one.
Well, if that's the case, then why don't Sony and Microsoft do the exact same damn thing?
They already did. That was Soul Calibur 2, bro.
But I'm saying
Spawn
do that with
was on
Soul
my-
Calibur 6.
Well, because it pissed a lot of people off because the only way to play
I mean,
it.
come on.
Because it
Spawn?
pisses everyone off.
Spawn?
No, listen.
Who doesn't want to play as Spawn?
No, it's not what I'm getting. It's not what you're getting. No, that's not what I'm getting over to you. What I'm getting to you is that it pisses a lot of people off.
Like
Because
who?
everyone. Because here's the thing. There's never going to be a point where everybody can play all the characters that they've mastered or play against people who might have been good with another character. The arcade version of Soul Calibur 2 fixed this, but here's the thing. What did I say it was called? The arcade version. So what does that mean?
That means you go to a goddamn bar or an arcade store that has Soul Calibur 2.
And what are the odds of that in any state in this country? Exactly.
Didn't they have one at Galloping Ghost?
One. This whole state. One. See what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it is... Well... Did you go yet? Did you go yet, Dre?
I didn't, but
Go ahead.
it's. I would say this is.
Chill over there.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Oh. Kind of?
That means talk louder.
Okay, hold on. Let's try this.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, oh, okay, I got it. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I from what I looked at in the article from the website, it could be true. And the only reason I'm saying this is because, well, how long has it been since there was a Soul Calibur? When did Soul Calibur 5 come out?
2013.
Okay, so you got 2013. How well did it sell?
Not very.
Okay, so it's 2017. You have an opportunity to showcase
Soul
this.
Calibur 5 was 2012, actually.
Thank you, Troll.
Okay, so with that being said, I'll take it. So it's more than likely just 4 years since a Soul Calibur game came out, and they wanted to test out the new features or showcase the new features into this new Soul Calibur game. I say interesting and keep going at this point. Let's just see what happens from here on out. If it succeeds, then more likely it might just, I don't know, outsell Tekken 7, but I'm not sure if that's
The
going to.
bar is not all that high for Tekken.
But then again, neither was Street Fighter 5. So
That's different. It's still Street Fighter. It has that name brand recognition that Tekken has never gotten. Never.
yeah, they have.
New.
Yeah, they had it with Tekken Tag Tournament.
Listen to me. When's the last time you seen Tekken or heard about Tekken having a Saturday morning cartoon show, a comic book, or their own toy franchise in Burger King and McDonald's?
Never, because they don't need that.
No, they do. That's how Street Fighter got the name brand recognition. That's what you're missing. Just because you like them doesn't mean the world knows that they exist. Think about it. The most popular or recognizable fighting games in this country are Smash Brothers and
Mortal
Street Fighter.
Kombat.
New. And Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat was one of the most memorable because they had so much of an impact on the 90s and because people were always talking about them. When's the last time you've seen Mortal Kombat be in legitimate news for something they did? 15 and 20 years ago. That was it. That was it.
But with that being said, yes, it is. For Soul Calibur 6 to be a real thing is really highly, I would say highly recommended for this to. Well, yeah. It's really highly plausible for this to happen. That's all I got.
Okay, did anybody not go?
I think that's everybody.
Okay, moving on. Pokemon on the Switch. There has been pressure towards Game Freak, the actual company that makes Pokemon. No, Nintendo does not own Game Freak, just so you know. To get Pokemon's 8th generation out in hopes of a release next year. If you recall, Pokemon Stars, that is, or was, real, but all it was Sun and Moon port to the Switch, used as an engine test tech demo. Okay. Now, basically, to make this into a question, I'm going to make it pretty simple. Do you feel like they're done making Pokemon games on the 3DS and that they're going to switch over all future Pokemon games to the Switch? Or do you think that, they're going to be simultaneous releases now? Every time there's a new generation, here's one on our own handheld only, here's one on our hybrid handheld. Officer. Officer, can you hear us?
If that's what you're trying to imply.
Okay, we can hear you now. Officer, did you hear the question?
Good. Okay, so I didn't even get any of your opening spiel there.
Okay, what I said is that Game Freak supposedly is making a Switch version of Sun and Moon. All right, but my question to
Okay.
you is that, do you guys feel that from this point on, all the new Pokemon games after Sun and Moon will be Switch only, or do you think they're going to go on a path of let's release the permanent handheld versions first, and then like halfway through the year, somewhere later down the line, the console version of the same shit? Why or why not?
I think they're gonna continue releasing it on the handhelds. Cause I mean, that is Pokemon. That's always been Pokemon. Though I suppose, now that I think about it a bit more, I could see them maybe switching over to switching to the Switch because
Stop it.
no, because it'll help. Hey, get more sales, and well, it's a new console. Pushing more sales might be a good idea. But personally, I don't think they're gonna switch it just over to the switch
Fuck
it to
you.
the Switch.
Fuck you.
I'm not even trying to do this. That's the funny part. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna switch over to that unless these new games they release on it are sell really well. In which case, they'll see, ooh, there's money to be made. We must use this.
Thank
It'll
you,
largely
Romulus.
depend on
Thank you so
what.
much.
Yeah, it'll largely depend on how the game does.
All right, Romulus, since you've earned it, how you feel?
After seeing how during my time when
Did you just fall asleep?
Pokemon games came
You should
out,
go to Discord.
growing up, I never got to experience Coliseum. But the the console games that came out were Battle Revolution and the two Pokken tournaments that have been released, or at least one that's released and one that's being made.
Stadium was pretty good.
So for saying that we're gonna get a Pokemon game that's like the handheld games is like something I don't ever see, because Game Freak has been pushed for years about this ever since they started to do stuff with the GameCube in general.
You want to hear something that's going to piss you off about it?
What up?
You know why they kept putting it on the handhelds, right?
Not at all.
Yes. It's get ready to feel the hatred. My generation's had to endure this man randomly fucking shit up for no reason other than his own opinions and not facts for almost 20 years. Because his mental state has basically started to decline. The reason you almost never get a Pokemon game on a console is because Shigeru Miyamoto decided and stated that Pokemon isn't something people really want to play when they're at home. He says he feels like it's something they only want to experience on a handheld platform.
No. That is completely fucking wrong. You're wrong, man. No.
So is every decision he made about Star Fox on the Wii U. By the way, that was all his fault. All of it.
Advertise it as the new coming of Star Fox and then send it in the shithole even farther.
Gave it a mini movie too. Remember, this is also the same guy who would not fucking release Star Fox 2. The game that Nintendo finished 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, no. No, yeah, about 15 years ago. Fuck. Damn, what was we doing 15 years ago? Hey, Hill, you a robot. Disconnect and reconnect, bro. Oh, no, that's Matt. Matt's the robot. Hey, Matt, reconnect and disconnect. Hey, type reconnect and disconnect.
Okay.
Tell Matt he needs to do it. We are experiencing technical difficulties. We will be with you shortly. Okay, so what happened? Say something.
They haven't responded yet, but
Officer, can you hear us? Officer, there's an innocent black man walking down the street. You must engage. Interesting. Well, Romulus, can you hear us? Let me try disconnecting, reconnecting.
Overwatch hero.
Speak.
Yup.
hey, can you hear me?
Yup.
Okay, officer, tell us your 2 cents again. Oh,
Well-
wait, no, sorry, no, not you. Romulus, last thing we got recorded was literally you saying that, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto was fucking wrong. Continue from there. He needs the yes.
Yes, he's fucking retarded. Like, adventure games are even better when I can look at it on my fucking TV. It fucking blew my mind when I was over at my friend's house like 2 weekends ago and I was playing fucking Fantasy Star on his TV. It's like, this is so much better than my fucking laptop. Why did I do this earlier?
Did I mention it's coming to the Switch?
You did what?
Yes, they're putting it on the Switch.
This is beautiful. What a time
And
to
it's
be
going
alive.
to be free.
Say it again.
Tell them what I said. Hey, tell them what I said, Dre.
Which was
It's gonna be free.
oh, it's gonna be free.
Yes, bitch.
Sorry about that. Forgot to put a turkey in the freezer. Okay. Oh man, you found that link. I gave you that link. I'm glad you found it. 4 times Shigeru Miyamoto was an asshole. For those of you who don't know, I'm strongly going to consider leaving this link directly into the chat. And they better mention Star Fox in there. That alone should count as like 5 different times. Oh hey, let's make sure that you can still take damage during scripted cutscenes. Oh, you know what's a better idea? Let's take out the ability to play this game in the fucking normal way with controls.
That
Did
was.
those things. He
Ugh.
actually did those things. He told them to take out the code for the regular controls.
That made it awful.
Nigga, are your eyes open?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, like Shigeru Miyamoto may be world famous or just a nice guy on paper, but he fuck up a lot of shit behind the scenes. Make no mistake.
Oh yeah.
There are other directors who will tell their teams, I don't care what the fuck he told you, do what I said, and then he will go behind them, tell them do some other shit, and they will have to go behind them, do some other shit. Like that actually happened with Skyward Sword.
Oh.
Eiji Inuma told people to put shit in or code shit in that would make sense, Miyamoto told them no, take it out, and he had to go behind him. Motherfucker, who's in charge of this project? So yeah. But anyways, all right, moving on to our next topic. And shit, I left my phone, so yeah, you pull it up. I think they said Tom Hardy's gonna play Venom in the Venom movie. No.
Yeah.
Just go to Discord.
Oh, okay.
The link's on Discord. Yeah, give me a second. I left my phone in the kitchen, so I'm using Dre's phone to pull it up. It's big ass phone. Then again, I got big hands, so it actually suits me.
Great fitting.
No pun intended.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Big
outside of them Pokemans, we ain't gonna even touch on Metroid 4 because, well, we know it's coming by this point. It's just a matter of, will it be about Samus's plot hole brother, or will it be about something else?
No, the more important question is, will it be good or will it be shit?
It's Metroid Prime 4. That's all
Yes,
can
but
tell
I
you.
have lost faith in their ability to make a good Metroid game.
And you really shouldn't.
If they do well, then I will change my mind. But as it is, nope.
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes. And this is me trying to speed read and abbreviate simultaneously, so I apologize for fuck ups. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Season 2 is said to have Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, not to be confused with the original Miss Marvel, who is now Captain Marvel, Asura, Gil, and Lady. Well, that's one count for Lady. But the last character is one not everyone I've heard from has been able to agree on. There have been multiple characters in development at the same time. Fuck, robot. Okay, tell you what. You read all this. Are you going to do it?
Yep.
You know how to do it? Just hit disconnect and then reconnect. It's the little cell phone icon. You see it? Bottom left corner. Go to the right. Go up. Right there. And then hit token name. No, the name at the top. Token cast. All right, can y'all hear me?
Now, yes.
All right, I'm going to just try to abbreviate / read through this as fast as possible. If y'all can't hear me, say something. Season 2 as of late. Roster for DLC consists of Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, not to be confused with the now Captain Marvel, Asura, Gil, and Lady. But the last character is someone that not every single source can agree on. A lot of them seem to think it's Rashid, and a lot of them seem to think it's Regina, and one person even said Apollo Justice. They're both from the Ace Attorney series, which is still it's entirely possible. They did put
I
Ace
know.
Attorney in.
I could believe it.
Here's what
Should have put Ace Attorney in there in the first place.
objection. He has a big fan base.
Fuck him.
He has a big
Dude,
fan base.
that
He
attack
has a
was
big
fucking
fan base.
awesome.
He has a large ass fan base.
Where's this piece of shit?
Here's where things get really interesting.
He can't even fight.
Technically, he points. All the characters that I've heard.
Not fighting.
That's true. I can't object to that. All the characters that I've heard that are in development to various extents and from multiple sources, but not all saying the same things, I might add. Try not to lean too much in that chair.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. It's just, it has no back support, so you have to front lean.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Multiple sources, but not all saying the same things,
Fuck is Punisher.
which is something strange in and of itself. Including Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, Green Goblin, Wolverine, not saying which one, Cyclops, still doesn't say which one, Psylocke, thank God there's only one,
Oh yeah, thanks.
Magneto, Storm, Deadpool, I wish there was only one, Doctor Doom, doesn't say which one, Daredevil, again, doesn't say which one, Asura, Lady, Gil, Rashid, Captain Motherfucking Commando, Nina, not sure which Nina or what type of Nina, DS, oh yeah, Nina from Dragon something. Damn it, what was it called? Capcom used to make Dragon RPGs. Oh, Nina from Breath of Fire, which I've been hearing since last year.
What?
Diaz,
I play the bullshit
Regina, shut
card.
up. Diaz, Regina, Jean, Virgil, Akuma, and Apollo Justice. He's the new guy from the new Ace Attorneys. I did notice the curious...
another fucking lawyer?
Attorney.
No!
I did notice... Hey, She-Hulk's a lawyer. I did notice the curious aspect of that being 11 Marvel characters and 12 Capcom, which would line up with the current unevenness. But when you add it all up, that's 23 characters, not 24. Meaning there's still a Capcom character I don't know about. Since...
I know one. Fucking Dutch from Alien vs. Predator. And you know what I'm talking about.
No, I want Lieutenant Kurosawa, but that's another matter. Since adding these all up carries it all the way up to Season 5, if it's all in fact true and all the sources are correct in different ways, 4-player mode will be included as well. 2 human players versus 2 human players is being added to the game. But there's no notification if it's going to be paid or free expansion.
It should be paid.
I will say that despite controversies with Marvel and Fantastic Four in games lately, I haven't heard anything regarding scraping Doom completely from the plans. While he isn't in the plans for next year, from what I've been told, it's not conclusive as is exclusion in the long term. This next section for MVC gets absolutely wild, and so I am dedicating its own section to it because I'm not necessarily sure it's true. They claim the game will get a free update sometime around summer 2018 that adds Deadpool, Wolverine, Daredevil, Akuma, Jean, and Virgil as free LC. A rumor that's also been randomly persisting in Street Fighter V. I will add that I was told by the same person that Regina was originally asked, similar to Ant-Man, since both were actually planned to make it, but things came up that resulted in their discarding. That is true. Fun fact, we were supposed to get Blade in 3. Like he was done. But a designer decided that there were too many sword users in the game. Yeah.
It wasn't enough. You only have fucking Virgil and Dante. Who else was the swordsman in there?
The guy from Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Arthur?
Hey, Matt, you're breaking up.
Huh.
You forgot how to do it?
No.
Okay, now hit the name. Okay, say what you said again, Matt.
Huh?
Didn't you say something just now?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you started breaking up. Anyways, all right. There's even a rumor among Street Fighter V that there's going to be a level of free characters or characters you can earn in-game as well as DLC characters. That's why there's some crudency to this list, because some people feel like this is Capcom's way of trying to get those few bits of people who feel left out while they're waiting for a release that has all of it offline. Stop cutting me the fuck off.
Sorry.
And that's not even how you say the name. Anyways, I will add that I was told by that same person at Regina. Okay, I already read that part. Due to technical difficulties and issues like Frank West, let's see, blah blah blah. I'm not totally sure that what's Regina's issues, but I was told I have to know that might be because of too many gun users. In spite of Ant-Man and Regina could pop up. In spite of that, Ant-Man and Regina could pop up as DLC down the line, since some degree of work was done on her at an earlier point, and supposedly was picked back up on from what I was told. In Regina's case, notably, and I was told she is going to be used to kind of cross-promote a Dino Crisis reboot. Okay. No one told me anything about Ant-Man since he was scrapped, but if the work is done and they wanted to approach him differently, I don't see why he couldn't make it back in. I just heard nothing in regards to it yet. The same source was the only one who told me about Apollo Justice, which they claim is unique and utilizes Athena and Trucy in his moveset to some extent.
Ooh.
They also claim there's going to be a graphical patch at some point and an overhaul of the user interface. Thank God for that one if it's true. Capcom is trying to eventually get the roster to 60 to 58 characters by 2019. And they're trying to figure out how to make Ultron Sigma a playable character to possibly save them some time.
Ha 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 ha. Better release that shit as free DLC.
Supposedly, they're working on trying to get a Power Stone character in, but they possibly ran into some name issues, which sounds like total bullshit. Falcon is who they wanted, but there was also another character who they were putting in the game, whose name was Falcon from the Marvel side, who, as you know, is the fourth person to wear the mantle of Captain America. That's all I got, or that's the abbreviated version of all I got. Resident Evil 2 remake. Because we ain't going to even comment on that Marvel shit because then we'd be here all day.
Yep.
Supposedly that they aren't going to do first-person shooter. It will, in fact, be third-person shooter and or over the shoulder.
Ooh.
And you can expect a trailer early next year or during the PlayStation Experience. How we feel about that one, Dre? Did you play Resident Evil 2?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Which I should have, probably.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap now. How we feel about that shit, Hill?
I don't know. I haven't really played much Resident Evil game. That was more my brother's take on it, but it sounds pretty good.
You should play 2. It has a hot redhead.
How can we?
Yep.
Emulators.
Yep.
And PSP, if you actually bought it on that damn thing. What about you, officer?
Well, if it's anything in the style of, say, the ridiculously good Resident Evil 4, then I could definitely get behind it. It'd be kind of cool to see that.
Still kind of mad they changed out. The fuck? Still kind of mad they changed out my favorite voice actor. And no, it's not because she's redhead. It's because she's cute. Anyways, personally, they don't have a choice. Because if there's one thing Capcom has learned, in my opinion, it's that pissing off the fans translates into less money in your pocket. So, if they made Resident Evil 2 play like Resident Evil 7, even though Resident Evil 2 went into production before 7, we alright. Because they only got 3 things they could base it off of. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, and the one that sold the most, Resident Evil 5. And they're not going to do 5 because 5 is not co-op. So that really leaves us with 2 and 4. I'm cool with that. Plus, I didn't finish 2, and I know that there's multiple story paths on 2. So realistically, it's almost like playing for the first time for me. And it has a redhead in it, and she's pretty.
Yup.
So I say entirely plausible because first off, they announced they started on this 2 years ago. It's about time we saw something. Which leaves us into our final little area. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. The controversy. I made myself laugh.
Nice. But that is cool. That is cool.
What we heard is that there's going to be packs of DLC at a time, including 3 characters. However, the biggest problem is this first pack. 3 of the DLC characters I've heard of include Broly, aka Broccoli, the legendary Super Saiyan.
Broccoli.
Normal Goku, and normal Vegeta. This is something I know is going to be highly controversial, and I will get into why further down. 3 more characters that I know about, but not their status of launch or DLC, are Bardock, whom originally people thought would be DLC, but that was only from one source. Raditz, who I don't know who the fuck gives a shit about at this point. I was told that he'd be DLC by one source in particular, and Goku Black in his Super Saiyan Rose form. I was told that Goku Black was even finished 3 fucking months ago. And that Broly and regular Goku and regular Vegeta were finished during the game's main development cycle. I think people should make some noise if this is true. Supposedly, one of the main reasons that this is possibly being withheld is because Namco Bandai is planned for this game to have DLC and have a life cycle consisting of 24 months. So they want to stretch it out however they can. Also, there's a rumor that since this game is made using the Unreal Engine, that a Switch version or a Switch port is coming later. Unreal Engine 4's version 0.15 is Switch friendly. So the likelihood is damn near guaranteed. Since the Fighter Z Pass was revealed, it has 8 characters. However, if these first 4 characters were characters that are already finished, he feels like people should make some noise about it. There are a few different sources, though, regarding this game. Some sources say that regular Vegeta isn't a guarantee, and he was rumored. But every source that he's talked to has told him that Broly is going to be DLC. And that regular Goku and regular Vegeta are going to be DLC. Which I hope is... I hope. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not even sure why would they even go that route.
Milk the cow.
You already have Goku and Vegeta already in the game. What
Milk,
is this garbage?
bro, I want you to ask yourself, how many games have we played of Dragon Ball Fighters where there was more than one version of Goku and Vegeta? That's basically all of them. But my problem is that you want me to pay for inferior versions.
What does that mean, inferior version?
When they say, do the thing.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Oh, wait, there they are. Can y'all hear us?
Yes.
Okay, this is what I mean by regular versions. When they say regular versions, they mean base form. They mean a Vegeta and Goku that can't go Super, or God, or Kaioken.
Ha.
It's not even possible. Because
No.
in each and every single game that I've seen of Dragon Ball Z, they always fuse into a different version.
No, you're missing my point. There's only like one game where you ever play Goku or Vegeta, and they only have one form. In the past 15 years, there's only been like 1 or 2 games.
That was
That was,
Budokai 1.
and that was only in the case of Vegeta, because in Budokai 1, Goku had a Super Saiyan form, but Vegeta did not. He had his base form. Here's my problem: why are God Vegeta and God Goku unlockables in the game, but regular who can't do shit, 2 versions, you want me to give you potentially $4 to $39 for
Fuck that noise.
with a dick and a beam cannon? Now, that being said, almost every fucking rumor source states that those main 3 are going to be part of the 8. Broly, regular Goku, regular Vegeta. Now, Super Saiyan Rose, I can give them some leniency on. Yes, it's a Goku mold, but the combat is completely different.
Okay, I need to look up this Rose character because
You're not watching Super, if memory serves, right? Or you just keep up with the English version?
I'm not watching Super. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he's from like 2 seasons ago.
Damn it.
He's not even actually Goku. He just stole his body. So he has complete different flicks. Dude, he actually turns his hand into a sword. He does Vegito shit.
Wait. Rose
Yo.
is the guy.
No, yeah, Super Saiyan Rose is the name of his transformation because his hair didn't turn gold.
Okay.
His hair turned dark red pink. And he calls it Super Saiyan Rose. But he's got so much base power as Goku, he can rival Super Saiyan 2 Future Trunks. So when he went Super Saiyan, he was able to keep up with the fucking gods almost. Because remember, Super Saiyan is a multiplier. So his base strength was probably around Super Saiyan 3 damn near. Yeah, this guy is the definition of fucking stupid powerful. Anyways, Romulus, how you feel about this horse shit?
About the upcoming DLC characters.
Did I mention the season pass is $40?
That's fucking bullshit. At least most season passes are at least 20. But then you're gonna double that for a fighting game.
And then you don't even know what characters you're getting.
Right now, just the character adding is like slowly dying because like Dragon Ball Z's a huge universe. I'm kind of upset that they honestly added Super into the Dragon Ball Z Fighters game. I'm always fine with the Dragon Ball Z games stopping at the Buu Saga. Because you're just doing too much, in my opinion, after that. Just stop at the Buu Saga. That has my favorite iteration of Gohan in it, Ultimate Gohan.
Mystic God. So glad he playable. Oh my god.
I was glad about that too. Just stop right there with your character adding. That's where all the good characters are. That's to me. I mean, Cell Saga was to me at a peak, but then Boo kind of just leveled it out. But now they're just like doing too much.
Come here, Dre. No, come here. It's your turn. All right, Dre. Let us know how you feeling about this Super Saiyan Rage.
Oh my gosh. It's BS. Absolutely BS. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of they have got to be kidding with us when you put in the other versions of both Vegeta and Goku, but they already unlocked into the game. It seemed like they took a page out of Capcom's book.
Never a good sign.
In a bad way. Like probably one of the worst ways ever. Everything was going good. Everything was going well. We're all looking forward to, looking at Dragon Ball Fighters. Anybody that has played the beta, they probably, had easy access to some stuff, learning combos and all that. And then we see this BS of two characters, one of the two main characters of the Dragon Ball Z universe. And they have inferior modes that are already unlocked to the game. But in order to play them, we have to buy them.
$6.99 and your mother's left nutsack each.
I would be concerned if my mother had a nutsack, but anyway.
Oh, and then not to mention the damn season pass is $40. When Mortal Kombat 9 came out, I don't even know if they had a season pass for that. But if they did, I'm pretty sure it wasn't no damn $40.
They did. They had character bundles.
But they did it the right way, though. As for Capcom, they didn't. And as for Namco Bandai, oh my goodness, what?
Okay, so here's how this with fighters. Arc System Works, the people that gave us Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, they're making this. However,
Namco Bandai kind of like
they're the
published
one
it.
who are allowing them to make it. Because technically they don't have the licensing Namco Bandai does.
But still, why would they have us all? You know what? I think I know what it is now.
What?
Microtransactions. That's what it is, isn't it?
Duh.
Okay, that's just the name of the game now. It's microtransaction. But they're doing the dumbest way possible. This just seems dumb. Have us like. Matter of fact, here's a question. Are there even going to be capsules into the game, like what they did with Budokai?
Dragon Balls.
What?
There are no capsules, but there are Dragon Balls.
How in the hell are you supposed to find these Dragon Balls?
In the middle of a fight. I'm not joking.
Fuck that noise.
I don't even know what you mean by that, but anyway.
Well, what noise? What?
No, he said Chuck Norris.
Oh.
No, fuck that noise.
Oh, fuck that. I agree. But yeah, you're supposed to find
What?
the Dragon Balls in the middle of a fight. And the first person that gets them gets to use them.
Wait a minute. You mean the first character or the first player?
No, the first team that gets all 7.
But That's kind of confusing.
How?
Oh wait. I think I know what you're getting. It says it'll be like okay, one player, and you had the team of Vegeta. Okay, well you had the team of Vegeta, Goku, and Trunks, and they find the Dragon Balls. Who gets to? Do you have to choose between the three? Who gets like the power or the wish?
The wish applies to all your characters.
Okay, that's it's kind of fortunate, but at the same time, kind of like what? But I just hate it. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
So, do you
Not
think
liking
this is actually going to happen?
No,
Okay.
they're trolling with us. They're only trolling with us.
All right. Take us home, Romulus.
Oh,
Here.
I'm not sure what to say, but since I'm taking this back, fuck your power scalings. I feel like Bleach.
Well, I mean, Yamcha is a viable character to use in this game, so obviously power scales don't mean shit to them.
also meaning Yamcha is like a
Not
worthy.
gonna die.
Well, I mean, he's a worthy character to play as.
Yeah, he's not gonna die.
You know.
I don't even know why people
If
shit
Raditz
on
is here, so is Yamcha, apparently.
Yeah, Yamcha is actually one of the fastest moving characters and got some of the longest combo strings.
But he was weak as hell against Cell.
This game, he's weak as hell against everybody. This game does not take place in regular Dragon Ball continuity. It's an original story.
So it's supposed to be like after the whole
No,
Blue
it's
Saga?
just an original story. Dr. Gero had an assistant, a scientist robot named Android 21. Android 21 fucked up and accidentally made a mass collection of evil Dragon Ball robots and some also good androids too. Your job is to kick their asses. But the characters are aware they're being controlled by a player, like it was a video game. Make sense? Also look up Android 21.
Yeah,
She kind of hot. I'm pretty sure it's because she's a redhead, but eh.
You and these redheads.
Hey. I will stop when someone convinces me it's a bad thing, and so far no one has. Go ahead, Romulus.
Let's see. This is better.
Hold on, you cutting out. Hey, man, cutting out. Okay, say what you said again, Romulus.
So this better be a fucking good game. And when it does become a good game, don't get caught up and think, oh, they like this, so we're gonna make another game, except we're gonna add stupid shit.
Well, they did say that they're planning to support this for 24 months, but 24 months could mean they bullshit us with DLC that no one even asked for or just cost too much.
Oh.
So, where do you rate this on a plausibility scale, Romulus?
On a possibility scale, I say I'm going to give it the fair 50-50. You got a 50% chance of doing good and staying good, or doing okay, but then go in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that sounds like Capcom. Alright, officer, what about you?
I give it about an 80% chance of having something good, but taking it in the wrong direction by viewing all this shit-covered DLC on it.
Damn, shit covered deals. That's a new
I
one.
mean,
That's a new one.
I'll admit, I can accept a non-canon character like Brawley as, DLC. But freaking Goku, Vegeta, come the fuck on, that's retarded. That's just, no. No, what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that. Don't fall into the DLC trap. Don't ruin this game with all of your DLC bullshit. It has potential, damn it.
Fair enough. Which just leaves me. I'm going to just say it flat out. I think that shit's going to happen. But I think it's not going to be in Arc System Works control. Because I know licensing and agreements and how you get those are based on what's written down in the contract. So, if Namco Bandai says you don't control what is and is not DLC, or we can demand DLC on you, and you can't say no, what the fuck they gonna do about it? You think they're gonna turn down Dragon Ball? Fuck no. They've probably made the most money they're ever gonna make in their entire company's fucking last 10 to 14 years of existence in like 1 year off of the DLC on this game. They have never done anything that's gotten this much attention. Never done anything that's gotten this much attention. And they're one of the only companies that has full-heartedly taken use of the Unreal Engine and applied it to fighting games. So quickly. So quickly.
Almost unrealistically so.
Shut the goddamn. Hill, he activated your trap card.
Okay, but wait a minute. Didn't Mortal Kombat 9 do that?
No.
They use
They were
Unreal
always,
Engine?
they never use their own engine.
Then what engine they use?
Unreal.
So, but that's what I'm saying. What is the difference between what Mortal Kombat 9 did and what Dragon Ball Z?
Japan as a whole damn near fucking was allergic to Unreal Engine. Even though the entire world, and I do mean the entire world, was using it. They were so hell-bent on making their own engines or using old shit. So they fell behind like a motherfucker. But there were no fighting game companies that were really stepping up. So right now, as far as popular fighting games, the only ones that came from Japan that we know use Unreal Engine are Tekken 7, Dragon Ball Fighters, and I want to say Street Fighter 5, but I'm not sure. It could be MT Framework. I think it's MT Framework, which is Capcom's own engine. So that means that if a fighting game company can do it, or at least one that's been around as long as Arc System Works, and you think they'd update their fucking shitty ass logo, that means that Japan has fully embraced Unreal Engine. And we can see a lot of good shit coming out in the future. Anyways. Okay. So. I guess. No, I already said yeah. Like I think this is totally gonna happen. Not to mention, remember, 8 characters, and the game comes out in February. I can damn near promise you, Namco Bandai just asked, hey, how close are you to being done? Hey. And it was like, well, we got the base game done. Okay, go ahead, ship it out. And they're really just characters that they wanted to finish and put in the main game that they said, no. We want 2 years of DLC. Make the rest of these bitches season passes. And Goku and Vegeta got caught up in the struggle. Regular Goku and Vegeta. You know, the people know when they're going to play. I'm back. Okay, so bottom line is fucking that's the entire 72-hour rumor mill. I think at the end of the day we all came to the conclusion we're probably not going to get what we all want, but at least we're going to get some part of it, or we're going to be completely screwed in the case of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, let's go on to, less fucked up shit. Pop culture bullshit news. All right.
Ooh, I've got a good
Motherfucking
one.
Punisher came the fuck out. I'm going to watch episode at least 1 and 2 after this podcast is over. But from what it's looking like from the preview screenings, everyone said it did faith to the Punisher. It's dark, it's brutal, but it's actually got a decent story. So yeah. Fuck yeah. Punisher. Go watch you some. Not to mention the other Marvel Hulu shows have finally come out. So go ahead and give those a run through. I believe it's called The Runaways. It's Hulu only. All right, officer, what news you got for us?
Well, after getting the most disliked comment in Reddit history,
Damn.
EA did something unexpected.
They
They
respected their fans?
turned off the microtransactions for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
All of them?
Admittedly, they said that it's temporary. So, what it really means is in like 2 or 3 months, it's going to be back unchanged, and everyone's going to forget about all the hate.
Sounds like something they would do. But that's unheard of. EA not trying to get as many fucking dollar bills as possible instantaneously? What is
I
the
hear
world coming to?
supposedly people are saying Disney forced them, and if that's the case, good on you, Mouse. Keep up the good work.
All right, what about you, Dre? What news you got for us? Or games you think people should look into, shit like that?
Okay, you did mention Icy already.
No, I didn't. Remember, that was before this, so you can still mention it.
Oh, okay. Well,
And also bring up how it's coming to the Switch.
what's on this Switch? Oh, okay. Well, there's this new game I dawned upon. It's called Icy.
ICEY.
Yeah, and it looks really, really good. It's a side-scrolling Swords game, I believe, and I looked at previews of it, and it looks pretty promising. Oh, it's on the. It has to be multi-platform, I think. I know it's on the PS4
And the PC.
and the PC,
And it comes to the Switch.
and it's coming to the Switch. How soon? Next week? Or something?
I think next month, but also it's only going to be $15.
Okay. Well, the game is only $15. You can get it now, but for the Nintendo Switch, it's going to come out next month. It'll still be $15 as well.
And the main character basically plays like Virgil from Devil May Cry in a 2E setting. So, yeah,
Yep.
you'll feel right at home, Hill.
Oh, what am I supposed to mention? That Dragon Ball Z Light of Hope or not?
It's your call.
Oh, and anybody that goes on YouTube, check out this Dragon Ball. It's kind of like a parody, I guess. It's called Dragon Ball Z Light of Hope. It features Trunks, Android 1718, Bulma is in it, and Gohan. It is something to absolutely watch through and through. I shit you not.
It's what happens if you actually gave a shit about a live action Dragon Ball, basically.
Basically, yes.
Although
It's,
they
it's
never
actually
say it.
well, it's something that Dragon Ball Evolution should have been.
What is this Dragon Ball Evolution you speak of?
You know what it is at this point. So
It does not
Why
exist.
the fuck we don't?
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
First off, we weren't dumb enough to see it.
Well, I didn't see it, so
Good on you.
I never saw it. I just heard previews of it. It was like,
Oh,
yeah.
I just
Whoa.
hear eyeball rape hurts, so I didn't want to go see it.
Holy shit, the voice actress who voiced Bulma in Dragon Ball died yesterday.
Which Bulma, which country?
Japanese Bulma.
Well, I mean, that's kind of expected. I think y'all forgetting that everyone who worked on Dragon Ball is over the age of 60. Goku
She's only
is damn near
57.
an 80-year-old woman,
She's
Yeah.
only 57, though.
which makes her one of the younger people.
Wow, that's... Fuck.
I don't know, but somebody apparently died. A voice actor.
He just said it.
Oh, is the one that played Bulma?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Japanese Bulma.
Oh, Japanese Bulma. Okay.
Well, I mean, she was never really going to be that important in the franchise, but hey, I always miss and respect Dragon Ball voice actors.
We should do a what if Dragon Ball Z.
What if?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what the Dragon Ball Fighter Z fighting game is a what if version of Dragon Ball Z, really.
True, but let's just say hypothetically speaking, Goku and Bulma hooked up instead of Vegeta and Chi-Chi, I guess.
Yeah.
What if?
First off, he would kill Chi-Chi. I feel like he would honestly kill Chi-Chi.
Okay, but still, hypothetically speaking, what if Bulma and Goku hooked up? Would they still have Gohan?
It would be called Trunks because Goku doesn't give enough of a shit about his own kids to even know when their birthdays are. And I'm not saying that that's a joke. We found out 2 weeks ago in Dragon Ball Super manga, he doesn't even know when they were fucking born.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't know the day, the time.
He told Gohan when he wanted to help him fight Frieza, if you interrupt my battle with Frieza, I will kill you. People keep thinking he's that hero, but like I said, the voice actors had free reign on what they wanted to do with Dragon Ball Z, unfortunately. And I didn't really get a change until Kai came out, when they were specifically instructed to be as accurate as possible. In fact, they really didn't even use the Japanese footage. They were using Spanish when they first recorded everything. The Spanish version. Ironically, more consistent.
There was another what if moment, but I lost it.
Yeah.
It was something to do with Vegeta. Like, what if Vegeta actually killed
Goku?
Yeah.
Well, see, Goku was cared about. So his friends would have got together and whooped his ass. More specifically, Piccolo. Possibly Tien. Or they could have just used the Dragon Balls, which he didn't know where were, and they could have just wished him out of existence. Or wished Goku back. Because remember, Goku was going to be King Kai regardless. Alright, Romulus, what's your news?
I couldn't really find anything that was interest worthy this time. I
You
apologize.
didn't lie about Monster Hunter or some shit? Fuck. Alright, officer, what you got?
Well, aside from the news of EA doing something very surprising,
Oh yeah, I forgot
and
we already even went to you.
the voice actress for Bulma, A1, Hiromi Suru, passing away.
You looked up her name.
Yeah. Apparently she died of aortic dissection.
The fuck
Ugh.
is that?
Well, basically,
I'm not gonna
there's it causes when an injury to like in the aorta causes blood to flow in like into a
internal
like
bleeding.
little
She
area.
died from internal bleeding.
Not quite internal bleeding. It's a bit different, but similar in concept.
Okay. All right. Well, as for me, besides the Punisher, I might have me a free screening to Black Panther early. So yeah, fuck all y'all. I'm not trying to brag, but fuck all y'all. Especially you, officer. Because you've been trolling today. So fuck you especially. Anyways.
Sorry, man. I don't swing that way.
Sure you do. Anyways, I've seen your jungle. So basically, we're supposed to be getting trailers or some type of notification at some point of the newest batch of DLC characters from Marvel vs. Capcom that are supposed to come out annually. For November, we had Black Panther, Monster Hunter, and Sigma, or either that was in October. I think it was November, though. No, wait, it was October, right? So, theoretically, at the end of this month, or near the end of this month, we'll be having Black Widow, Venom, and Winter Soldier. However, there has been hide nor hair of a trailer. And my current perception of this is that it's most likely going to be shown at the PSX, although no rumors state that. So be looking for that, because the one source I have isn't really so much of a liar as they're a snitch. but you know they don't necessarily snitch to me. They snitch to other people in their family. So you know it could have been a misheard or an overreaching assumption of a phone conversation, which has happened before. That being said, though, there is something I'd like to point out. Guess what finally got trademarked and patented for the Switch? What's the one game we all know that should be on the Switch and be ported over?
They finally done a Smash Bros. Title for the Switch.
Thank you so much. The patent has been filed. Of course, we don't know when it's coming, but we all knew it was coming.
Subspace Emissary 2.
And it's gonna. Thank you. Why even take it out? Everyone fucking loved it. Here's something you can waste your time on with your friends, and it's still fun.
And you unlock characters for free.
Bruh, that was the only saving grace of Smash Bros. 3 on the final Smash. But fucking Subspace Emissary. Oh my god. Beautiful. It was like Streets of Rage, but with Smash Brothers characters. Actually, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Also, as we all know, Nintendo servers aren't necessarily up and ready correctly yet. They really only house Mario Kart and Splatoon. But there's a rumor that when they make the Smash Brothers version of Switch for the Switch, all the DLC is going to come included. However, that is not a guarantee because there might actually be new material that's only in the Switch version. One of the biggest things that they're saying is possibly the Ice Climbers, which is a letdown for me. Yes, the Ice Climbers were finished and they originally intended to show up in the game. However, 16 of those characters on screen at once slows the game down. So that's why they got dropped. But let's be honest, who was really going to sit there and have 16 Ice Climbers? 16 in an 8-on-8? Fucking nobody. But at the same time, they're the Ice Climbers. I barely give a shit about them in the first place. As far as I'm concerned, they should have left after 2. Think about it. What the fuck is the point of them? They're not gonna get a new game, ever. Their last game was in 1988. 1988 was their last fucking game. All right, I'm about to close this out. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, other than that, there's a possible glitch rumor or a mistranslated website text file that claims that Fire Emblem Revelations might be coming to the Switch, but it hasn't really gone anywhere. It's possible it was just a website mistranslation error because there's a page on Nintendo's official website that has Fire Emblem Revelations listed in the Switch section, but it leads to the 3DS page. So, what's up? You okay?
Yeah, I just thought about something.
What?
Okay, I think it's obvious at this point, but wasn't there a new Dissidia game coming
Well, it's
out?
not new, but
But now they just bring it into home
PlayStation
consoles
4.
now.
January.
Okay, and there was one
And
more
still
thing.
no hide, no hair, fucking Tifa. Swear to God, I better not have to pay for her, or if I do, she better not be Asian. I want my regular Tifa. I don't hate Asian people, just want to clarify. I just like non-Asian Tifa better than Asian Tifa.
And there was something else. Oh yeah, that's right. Cuphead.
That Dark Souls game.
The little engine that could.
But
What about it?
I played it and I've seen it firsthand.
It's basically fucking Mega Man with 2 people.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I actually saw it through and through. So basically, spoiler alert, there will be a Cuphead too. So
I mean, that's not really a bad thing or a spoiler. That's wishful thinking, but I'm glad you think it's true. There have been plenty of games that implied they were going to get a sequel that didn't. Looking at you, Vagrant Story.
Never gonna get a sequel.
Xenogears, never going to get completed.
because at this point it's too late.
All right. Well, that being said, this has been another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood Zach Pearson signing off, and I will see you motherfuckers when I see you motherfuckers. Go watch The Punisher.
Huh.